Welcome to class. I'm really grateful that you guys all showed up and ready to practice this morning. In the past few weeks, if not months, we've been really looking at the 8-limb path, processes around working with the 8-limb path, and looking at karma and how we make better choices to actually align ourselves as we go forward. So in this experience of practicing yoga, or the path of yoga, which is the fourth noble truth, to follow a path in which we experience enlightenment, we experience freedom from suffering, that we adopt this practice as a way of living with more morality, a sense of wisdom, and a sense of concentration. And that leads you to the state of yoga. So we're practicing yoga to go to an experience of being in the state of yoga. This is, the state of yoga is the one in which we remove separateness, that we experience an exalted state of oneness, wholeness, of completeness, that we are a part of everything, this interconnectedness. So the goal of yoga, as we were doing last week with regards to the target or the end goal of why we are embodied, as we embodied the archer of Arjuna from the Bhagavad Gita. That idea of the end goal of yoga, according to the Yoga Sutras, is the experience of Nirodha, which is profound stillness. And so this leads us to ultimately awakening to that intimate relationship of the individual consciousness and the supreme consciousness embodied, that you are one of the same. And Nirodha is that method and experience of processing one's abilities to focus, to channel, to contain this stillness in the body, the energy body, and the mind. So in the teachings, we start to see that there is this interconnectedness, this interdependence of the first three koshas, the Annamaya kosha, which is the physical sheath, Pranamaya kosha, which is the energetic sheath, Manomaya kosha, which is the mental sheath. In this way, we start to see that interdependent relationship. And in the text, we'll be practicing the three Nirodhas. So that idea of the physical stillness, Kaya Nirodha, the energetic stillness, Prana Nirodha, and the mental stillness, which most of us know of because it's the second Yoga Sutra and it's the most popular, of Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So with these three in practice, what we're going to focus on is not just to control or restrain or confine these experiences of trying to force stillness. It's more about releasing, letting go, and calming the roaming tendencies that we experience in our bodies, our energy, body, and mind. And this is really looking in the past of what we've worked with, of starting to acknowledge the symptom if we are suffering, that sense of awakening to negative thinking, emotional disturbances, instability, and that sense of disturbances in the mind and in the breath. So when we awaken to those symptoms, we actually go deeper into going, where are we suffering? Where are we experiencing that mental, emotional affliction in that, in either the physical, the energetic, or the mental? And in this way, what we're trying to do is actually look at using our practice, the practice of yoga, to skillfully understand, how do we self-awaken? How do we gain self-knowledge? Ultimately, that experience of self-acceptance, in that way in which we practice a discipline, that abhyasa, that disciplined practice in which we awaken to self-realization and start to transcend old habits and old way of reacting towards situations or stimulus or things that trigger us, that then we start to learn how to transform and learn how to respond to life. So by stilling the body, we are able to settle our energy body and cultivate this inner mental stillness. So we do asana mainly to give us that first portal into creating activity that gives us access to stillness, that we create a lot of effort to become more effortless. And so we need to move our body. You know, the yogis figured out to change your psychology, you change your physiology. So sometimes we need to actually physically be present, create some movement to process, shed, release, cathartically kind of embrace and let go of whatever is surfacing, in that way in which we can actually go deeper into the more subtle and causal experiences of our embodiment. So Krishnamacharya, who is the grandfather of all yoga, he taught his son Desikachar, as well as Iyengar and Pattabhi Jois, was quoted in saying that hatha yoga is pranayama. So all physical yoga is hatha yoga. That actually what we're doing is pranayama disguised as asana. So if we change our viewpoint in when we practice to be a pranayama experience, we start to awaken to what the Hatha Yoga Pradipika says is that when prana moves, your mind moves. When prana is still, the mind is still. So we use our physical asana as a container in which we turn our attention to the experience of the inhale and exhale. And it's so unconscious, this inhale and exhale, that sometimes we don't even, we get so used to a certain routine, we don't even really savor. So what we're going to be doing in practice is kumbhaka. So kumbha is a pot. Like if I went to the Kumbh Mela, which happens most years, but there's big auspicious years in which people come to the Ganges and they plunge their kumbha, their pot, their vessel, into the Ganges to fill their vessel with the spiritual waters to infuse and embody the Ganges within them. So you yourself, in practice, in a ritual practice, are a vessel, and you're going to fill it. But first, as we create that kumbhaka, is to open the space in which we can experience stillness. So we're going to do antara kumbhaka, which is the holding of your breath, the pausing on the inhale. So you're welcoming that vital force in and pausing in that light of awareness. And then that process of exhaling, releasing. So you inhale, receive that light of vital energy, that prana. You pause and bathe in that light. And then that process of releasing and letting go of that which doesn't serve you, but that way in which you nurture, nourish, and soak in the goodness of that light. So we start to create this kind of almost fracture of an unconscious way we breathe. And so in this practice, really, we're doing pranayama. So we are going to look at Kriya practices. We're going to be doing Kapalabhati as well. Kapalabhati is a strong exhale. If you're very pitta imbalanced and really rajasic this morning, you might want to turn it down and do a slower Kapalabhati. If you're very tamasic this morning, you might want to speed it up and create more of this vigorous exhale and stoke that fire. And you'll find your own rhythm. We're going to do it different ways and multiple times so you can create a relationship to it. But more importantly, as we create that kumbhaka, we're going to do mahabandha, all three bandhas. So Uddiyana Mula Bandha, you put a plug in it, and you put a lid on it, Jaladhara Bandha, in which you create that ability to contain and then focus and concentrate and channel that stillness into this moment, to be here now, to awaken to the gifts of this moment. So Kriya practice is not only just a way of purifying, cleansing, that idea of the niyama of saucha, and that sense of contentment as you rest in that stillness, samtosha, but Kriya is that tapas, practices that create heat for positive change, svadhyaya, that self-study of understanding what is present for you and what tools to be able to work through it, and that Ishvara Pranadhana, that surrendering to, that letting go, releasing to the Godhead of your understanding. So there is this way in which we work with asana that is really, we don't really acknowledge how many tools and applied philosophy that we are actually doing in a simple yoga class. So you are embodying these practices. So honor and respect this time that you've gifted to yourself. Be able to turn your wandering attention back to your physical, experiencing in the moments when we do have stillness, that kaya Nirodha, that physical stillness, turning your attention as you pause and touch and taste that prana Nirodha, that energetic stillness, and that experience of that blissful state when the mind becomes still, that chittavritti Nirodha. And in that moment of time, you all of a sudden remove the sense of separateness, that you awaken to that intimate relationship of the individual and supreme, of the divinity resting within you, around you, as you, working with you and for you to wake you up to its presence in everything. So enjoy practice. If you have any injuries or ailments, please let me know. If you are pregnant, please don't be doing any kumbhaka. If you pause your breath, your baby pauses your breath. So when you breathe, your baby breathes. So please honor and respect the body in this practice, and bespoke the practice to meet your needs. So to begin, we're going to start by standing up. And in standing up, you're going to make fists, and you're going to do mushti mudra, which your thumbs are going to be in your fists. You're going to swing your fists to the left, pick up your right heel, and tap your wrists against the side body. And then you're going to swing and lift your left heel, tap. You're going to exhale through the mouth and go. This is a Kriya practice, a cleansing practice that I received from a practice from the Shaolin monks. It's more of a Buddhist tantric practice, but it's working with certain marma points of the kidney and meridian points, similar to the Chinese medicine. But as you experience trying to twist your upper body a little bit more, navel to spine, you're starting to use that twisting power to actually transform maybe some sleepy or stuck energy in the body. And as you exhale out, feel that Kriya practice of releasing. Slow it down. And then release your hands. We'll inhale, reach our arms up. And pause. Bend the knees, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Pause, Mahabandha, so all three bandhas. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, reaching all the way up, and pause on your inhale. Exhale, microbend the knees, hinge at the hips, and fold, maybe counting to 4. Inhale for 4. Pause for 4. Exhale for 4. Again, lift and lengthen, inhale for 4, come all the way to stand up, and pause for 4 with the arms above your head. Exhale for 4 as you microbend the knees, hinging at the hips. Inhale halfway up for 4, and then pause for 4. Exhale for 4. Lift and lengthen. Pause, bend your knees, sit into Utkatasana. Exhale for 4, touch your fingertips to the floor. Inhale for 4, lift up and pause, drawing your feet and thighs away from each other, shifting your weight into your heels. Exhale for 4 as you come forward, touch down. Inhale for 4, and then pause for 4. Exhale, fingertips come down. Inhale, last time, and then pause. Chest to thighs, interlace your hands behind your back. Start to straighten your legs as you reach your arms up and over. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, refold. Becoming aware of possibly where you feel tight, where you feel stuck. Maybe noticing some undigested emotions or mental stuff that might be surfacing as you acknowledge maybe symptoms of suffering, of negative thinking, distressed emotions, instability in the body, disturbances in the breath that mirror in the mind. As we awaken to what is present, breathe into it. Bending the knees, inhale, come all the way up. Pause. Exhale, come into your forward bend. Inhale, lift up halfway. Pause. Jaladhara Bandha, Uddiyana Mula Bandha. Exhale, Vinyasa of your choice. From down dog, inhale, right leg lifts up. Place the foot forward, drop the back heel. Now inhale, warrior one, and pause. Exhale, lean forward at a diagonal, sweep your arms back, draw your front foot forward, back foot back. Inhale, come into the back bend, warrior one, and now pause. Exhale, lean forward. Noticing the outer corners of the eyes as you clear the lens of what you perceive. As you pause, notice that stillness. Lean forward, hands to the floor, lift the back heel, three-legged down dog. Vinyasa. Left leg lifts up. Place the foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Pause. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up, and then pause. Create an open space to experience stillness. And then follow the pattern of the exhale, releasing, letting go. Welcome the next vibrant breath in. And then pause, bathing in that light and energy. Exhale, hands to the floor, three-legged down dog. Optional vinyasa or stay in down dog. A little micro bend of the knees. Rotating your pubic bone through your legs. Lift the sit bones like a happy dog tail. Filling the lung capacity with that vibrant breath. Sense light, feel light. And as you exhale, that sense of releasing that which doesn't serve you. And absorbing that light. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Place the foot forward, drop the heel, warrior two. From warrior two, turn your palms up, straighten your legs, straighten your arms up, and now pause. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg and arms, pause. Exhale. One more. Sense that physical stillness. Kaya Nirodha. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, and pause. Exhale, forearm to thigh, Parsvakonasana, as you either place your forearm to the thigh, or if you can, hand to the floor. But draw your front foot forward, back foot back. Lift your lower belly. Press your hand either in a prop, the floor, or on your thigh. Feel as you press your hand into something, you connect to that core strength, feeling that you are in this experience of your asana being still, stable, that stiram. And as you turn your attention to the body breathing, feel that you are a strong container in which you can shape the pranic experience. As you slow down the inhale and exhale, experiencing that prana Nirodha as you calm the breath by sweetly sipping in the inhale. Exhale, look down, reverse warrior, inhale and pause. Windmill your hands to the floor, lift the heel, three-legged down dog. Shifting forward, Vinyasa. Left leg lifts up. Place the foot forward, drop the back heel, windmill into warrior two. Inhale, reach up, pause. Exhale. Inhale, pause. Exhale. The unique quality of the inhale, receive it, pause. The quality of the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior, pause. Parshvanasana, either forearm to thigh, arm up and over, hand to the inside or outside, but press your hand down. Draw your front foot forward, back foot back, knit together the abdominals and lift your lower belly. Bow through the side body. Sense that you create this effort. Breathing in. Noticing the transition to the pattern of the exhale as you breathe out. Eyes cast at one point, noticing the outer corners of the eyes as you clear the lens in which you perceive your embodiment. Exhale, look down. Reverse out of that as you inhale. Pause. Exhale, hands come down, three-legged down dog. You choose Vinyasa or stay in down dog. A little micro bend of the knees, pressing the hands and feet into the floor, regulating the intensity by shaping your breath. Feel your body strong enough. The mind dedicated in turning its attention to the body breathing. Inhale, come up on your tiptoes, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, pause, Mahabandha, and then exhale, fold. Bend the knees, lift the chest, inhale, Utkatasana, and pause. Exhale, Tadasana, ascend through the crown of the head, arms come down. And just relax the technique, natural breathing. Notice what it feels like to be in your body as awareness descends. Feel the tingly sensation. Starting to awaken to that relationship with the physical, energetic, and mental. As the mind makes its way back at home within your body. Bring your hands to your waist, elbows point back. Bend the knees slightly and lean forward. Let your belly hang like a big Ganesh. And as you look down, keep the breastbone lifting forward. You're going to do a round of Kapalabhati through the mouth. So as you exhale, sharp exhale through the mouth, navel snaps back to the spine. Exhale all your breath, fold forward, grab a hold of your ankles or toes. Inhale halfway, straighten your arms, pull up, shoulders away, Jaladhara Bandha, Uddiyana Mula Bandha, and hold the maximum inhale. When you're ready, release the bandhas and exhale, fold. Pulling your toes forward as you lift your shoulders away from the ears. Maintain a micro bend of the knees as you rotate your pubic bone through your legs, lifting the sit bones. And resting on the attention to the inflow and outflow, calming the stormy waves of the experience. And seeing if you can actually connect to that calmness, that effortlessness, leading you to the state of yoga. Bend the knees, lift the head and chest. Inhale, pause. Chest to thighs, hands to floor, release your head. Inhale, you're going to pause. And then a vinyasa. We're going to step into horse stance. So finding your way into a wide leg stance with your toes out, heels in, sweep your arms down. We'll inhale, reach our arms up, pause. Exhale, like a cafetiere, plunging that energy through the body. Inhale, welcome that vibrant breath. Pause. Exhale, allow it to wash through you. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pivot out to the right, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, pause. Deepening the crease at the top of the thigh, come into Trikonasana. Now press your hand either in your shin, the ankle, or to the floor. As you press down, feel how that shoulder connects to your abdominals. As the front foot draws forward, back foot draws back, twisting your lower ribs, midrib, shoulders, and then placing your hand over your shoulder. Now, as you clear the lens in which you perceive, noticing the outer corners of the eyes, choose one point. Sense that physical stillness, that steadiness, connecting to Kaya Nirodha, that physical stillness as you reduce any unnecessary movement. Turning your attention now to the body breathing and calming, a soft, sweet inhale and exhale. Smoothing out any coarseness or speed bumps in the breath that may create speed bumps in the mind. Looking down as you bend the knee, inhale, reverse warrior, pause. Exhale, switch sides as you turn your feet round. Bend the knee, inhale, reverse, pause. Deepening the crease at the top of the thigh, place your hand either to the shin, the ankle, or to the floor, but press down as you draw your front foot forward, the back foot back, twisting the lower ribs, midrib, shoulders, placing the hand up. Now your eyes rest on one point, turning that ability to perceive into exploring the inner landscape. As you cathartically embrace maybe a symptom of suffering, negative thinking, emotional distress, whether it might be instability in your body or disturbances in the breath. Breathe through it, create some space. And as you exhale, there's that nurturing way in which we learn how to let go and trust. Exhale, look down. Bend the knee, inhale, reverse. Pause. Come into horse stance as we sweep our arms down, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Turn your toes forward, heels out. Turn your palms down towards the ground and then towards the wall behind you. Bend your right knee as you twist. Press your hand into the ground in front of your toes, twisting your tummy onto your thigh, reaching your arm up. And as you start to straighten your right leg, twist a little bit more. Navel to spine. As you press your hand, feel that strength and steadiness in the body, creating that effort. And feel that integrity to be able to hold that pranic experience. The inflow, the outflow. Notice how the breath moves, the mind moves. And as you calm the rate in which you breathe, the mind will respond and mirror that pattern. Exhale, look down, bend the knee, inhale, come all the way up. Turn your palms down towards the ground, turn your hands towards the wall behind you, bending your left knee, pressing your right hand down, twisting your chest upon your thighs. You might straighten your left leg as you twist your right rib cage towards your left thigh, turning up towards the ceiling. Your next exhale, you'll look down, bend the knee, and inhale, come all the way up. Turn your toes out, heels in. Pranayama Mudra, so make peace signs with your fingertips. Bring your fingertips together. Draw your shoulders back and down, and then open your wingspan even wider as you sit. Kapalabhati through the nose this time. So inhale, let your Ganesh belly hang out, and as you exhale, snap it back. Feel as you exhale through the nose, like you're blowing out a birthday candle. You feel this energy jumping on the pelvic floor like a trampoline as your lower belly draws in and up, stoking this fire around the solar plexus, and sense your heart buoyant, alit. As you wash your skull or the mind, inhale, exhale pattern through the nose. Exhale, your hands come to the floor. Turn your toes forward, heels out. Inhale, straighten your arms. Push your hands into the floor. Hold your breath. Bow your chin to your chest. Uddiyana Mula Bandha. And sense that physical, energetic, and mental stillness as you bathe in that light. Releasing the bandhas. And exhale, full Padottanasana A. Lift and spread your toes, grounding the big toe joint, the inner heel. Lift your shoulders, release your head and neck. Since through asana, pranayama, and concentration, we connect to that inner wisdom. The sense of taking care of ourselves in that moral connection to the niyamas. And as we awaken to that concentrated awareness, we refine our connection to the practice of yoga, ultimately leading us to the state of Nirodha. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come into down dog, optional vinyasa. Right leg lifts up, inhale. Place the foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, rise, Vera 1. Pause. Open the wingspan of your arms. Start to extend your legs as you exhale, fold forward halfway. Bend the front knee, reach forward. Inhale, pause. Open the wingspan, extend the leg, exhale. Inhale, one more time. Pause. Open, exhale. Hands come down, step your back foot an inch or two forward. Lift up halfway. And as you draw your front foot forward, back foot back, rotate your pubic bone through your legs, lift the sit bones and humbly bow your head. Placing your hands either beside your foot or walk them forward, but either way, drag your hands back. As you draw your hands back, feel the shoulders create that support in which you connect to that integrity, that physical way in which we contain, to be able to focus and channel our energies, to be able to experience that state of yoga, Nirodha. Try to reduce any unnecessary movement. As you relax and calmly lean in, every exhale, the practice of surrendering, letting go, and leaning in. Inhale, lift your chest, bend the front knee. Come up halfway, open the wingspan. As you shift forward, drawing your right hip back, left hip forward, come into Virabhadrasana 3. As you breathe in, regulating the breath, welcome the vibrancy, that life force of the inhale. And as you exhale, sense that ability to release, calmly let go, accept the pose as it is. Sensing that quality of stillness, physically, energetically, and mentally. Big step back, warrior 1, as you reach your arms up. Pause. Hands come down, three-legged down dog. You choose vinyasa or stay in down dog. Left leg lifts up. Placing the foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior 1, pause. Open the wingspan of your arms, extend forward. Bend the knees, sweeping up. Inhale, pause. Exhale. Bend the knee, inhale. Last one, pause. Exhale, hands come to the floor, step your back foot forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, draw your front foot forward, back foot back, a little micro bend to the front knee. Humbly bow, but draw your hands back. Feel that you create a strong experience, an effort in which you turn your attention to the more subtle experience. The fullness of the inhale, the completeness of the exhale. Complete your exhale. The inhale, bend your knee, lift up halfway, open the wingspan of your arms, shifting forward, Virabhadrasana 3 as you draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Gaze at one point. Big step back as you inhale, warrior one. Pause. Exhale, hands come to the floor, three-legged down dog. You choose Vinyasa or stay in down dog. A little micro bend of the knees as you press your hands and feet into the floor. Feel the pelvis rebound up towards the ceiling or sky. And then dropping down onto your knees, come to sit on your heels. Bring your arms up in Prana Mudra again, hands. Close your fingers. Draw the shoulders back and down, and then open the V of your arms. Let your Ganesh belly hang out as you inhale and around a Kapalabhati. Through the nose, connecting to the energy of the pelvic floor, the lower back belly snapping in and up. Feel that fire in the upper solar plexus and the heart buoyant as you wash Ida and Pingala Nadi in the mind. Making that physical effort, energetic effort, and mental effort to be here now. Exhale your hands to your thighs, arms straight, press down. Inhale fully. Fill your pot, your kumbha, Mahabandha, so all three bandhas, and then sense that Antara Kumbhaka. Bathe in that held light. When you're ready, release the bandhas, turn your palms up, and now bathe in the results of practice. That quality of Nirodha, that profound stillness in body, energy, body, and mind. Opening the eyes, bring your hands forward. Vinyasa to take care of your knees. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes. Bend the knees, exhale. And on empty, step or hop lightly. Inhale, lift and lengthen, pause. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, lift the head and heart. Inhale, Utkatasana, pause. Exhale, Tadasana. Just for a moment, bathe in the results of the activity. Notice it gives you access to stillness. So we're going to stand on our right foot, come up onto your left tiptoe. Tree pose. Some of us just will turn our heel to the inside of our ankle, the calf, bypass the inner knee. If you can, place your foot in your inner groin, squeezing the foot and thigh towards each other. But if you'd like to start, draw your toe more towards the wall behind you, heel more forward. This will start to prepare you for half lotus variations. So if you draw the toe behind you, heel forward, you'll be able to open up the hip so you can draw that hip back. Knit together the abdominals, zip up the zipper, and then reaching your arms up like a big V. Tree pose. And from this tree pose, drawing your foot and thigh into each other, lift up out of the waist, breathe in the light of that breath. You might pause And then as you exhale, sense that light washing through you, as if watering the tree, nourishing its roots. And then slowly release, and we'll change sides. So shifting over onto your left leg, come up onto your right tiptoe. You might externally rotate it, either foot to calf, bypass the knee, or foot in the inner groin. Turn your toes towards the wall behind you, heel more forward. Squeezing the foot and thigh towards each other, knitting together, and zip up the zipper as you reach your arms up. Again, a moment of pause on the inhale to break up the unconscious way we breathe. Be more conscious, more present, as you turn your attention to the inflow and the outflow, the quality of the inhale and the exhale. Sense that you are the strong vessel in which can contain this pranic alchemy, and a refinement of practice to calm the physical, energetic, and mental. Eventually, one day, awakening to the state of yoga, that removing of separateness, that exalted state of oneness, wholeness, completeness. Slowly release, bringing your feet down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Pause. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up and pause. Exhale, Vinyasa. Shift forward into plank. Drop your right knee to the floor. Drop your left heel to the floor and come into a variation of Vasisthasana, as if you're doing tree pose. Pressing your hand into the floor, bow through the side body, lean your chest back. Draw your pelvis forward. Slowing down the inflow, the outflow. Trying to reduce any unnecessary movement physically. Placing your hand down, we'll change sides. So have your left knee bent. Extend your right leg, bringing your right arm up and over, bowing through the right side. Gaze at one point. And a soft, smooth inhale. Long releasing exhale. Bring your hands down, tuck your toes under, down dog. Now, you're either going to do the same thing that we just did, or bring your feet together, shift forward, and come into Vasisthasana as you reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Second stage, bend the knees, grab a hold of your left foot and place your foot into tree pose in Vasisthasana. Pressing your straight leg into your foot. And now try to reduce any unnecessary physical movement. Energetically now, moderate the inflow, the outflow. Exhale, hands come down, step into three-legged down dog. Optional down dog or vinyasa. Walk your feet together, shifting forward. Either bend the left knee or pivot onto the outer edge of the left foot. You can bend the top leg, placing the right foot into the groin like tree pose. Reaching the hand up towards the ceiling. Draw your straight leg into your foot. Gaze at one point and breathe. Your next exhale, hands to the floor, three-legged down dog. You choose Vinyasa or stay in down dog. A little micro bend of the knees in down dog as you press your hands and feet into the floor. Now shift forward into plank and lower down onto your tummy. Now from your tummy, place the hands into an open cobra. So turn your hands inwards, heel the hands off your mat, pull your hands away from each other. Lift and roll the shoulders back and down. We're gonna exhale, lift the lower belly, lift the legs and roll up. The inhale, we're gonna roll down. Exhale, lift the lower belly, lift the legs, and exhale, come all the way up. Inhale. One more. Exhale, lift the lower belly, lift the legs, all the way up. Now inhale, bow your chin to your chest. Pause. Exhale, lift your chin deep in the back bend. Again, inhale. Pause, holding that maximum capacity of the inhale, and as you exhale, lift the chin, come into the back bend. One more. Release down, shake your hips out, and then press up onto your hands and knees. Walk your hands over to the left and pull your hips to the right. Walk your hands over to the right and pull your hips to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Come onto your forearms, interlace your fingers, pressing your forearms forward, lift up, come into forearm down dog. Now a little micro bend of the knees, release your head and neck. Inhale, come up on your tiptoes, pause. And as you exhale, lower the heels, chest to thighs, press your forearms forward. Inhale, come up on your tiptoes and pause. Exhale, lower the heels. One more. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees. Walk your elbows forward, hands into prayer. Pull your hips back. Rest your chest and your face towards the floor. And now effortlessly focus on the inflow and outflow. Notice a way in which you calm the physical, energetic, and mental by shaping the prana. Shifting forward onto your tummy, bring your hands beside the rib cage, inhale cobra. And as you exhale, down dog. Bending your knees to the floor, sit upon your heels. And again, open your arms, prana mudra with your fingers. Draw the shoulders back and down, let your Ganesh belly open. And as you exhale, strong Kapalabhati. Exhale, hands come down, press down. Inhale fully. Jaladhara Bandha, Uddiyana Mula Bandha, and hold that fullness of the inhale. Bathe in its light. When you're ready, release the bandhas, turn your palms up. Taste that quality of Nirodha, physical stillness, Kaya Nirodha. Energetic stillness, Prana Nirodha. And that mental stillness, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Opening the eyes, bring your hands forward, down dog or vinyasa to take care of your knees. Step or hop through, and we'll come into Janu Shirshasana legs. Inhale, your arms up. Pause. Twist towards your straight leg and lean forward. Exhale. Inhale, come on. Pause. Twist the lower ribs, mid-rib, shoulders. Extend and hinge at the hips as you lean forward. One more. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Extend. Grab a hold of your foot, ankle, or belt. Inhale, pull up. And then exhale, fold. Janu. And as you reduce any unnecessary physical movement, turn your attention to being here now by awakening to the pattern of the inhale, the exhale, moment by moment awareness in which we awaken to that interdependence of the physical, energetic, and mental. Inhale, come up. Reach your right arm up and behind you as you sweep your left arm up and over, bowing through the side body. Inhale, pause. And as you exhale, lean into that lateral extension. Pelvis comes down and we'll change sides. Inhale, your arms lift up. Pause. Exhale, twist your rib cage, extending over your leg. Inhale, pause. Exhale, twist and lean forward. Inhale, one more. This time, grabbing a hold of the foot, belt, or ankle. Inhale, pull up. And then the exhale leans you forward. Complete your exhale. Inhale, coming up, reaching your left hand behind you, sweeping your right arm up and over. Your next inhale, follow it, and then pause. And then exhale, extend. Inhale, come back. Cross your ankles and roll over into down dog, optional vinyasa. Drop down onto your knees again. Arms out wide, Prana Mudra with the hands, draw your shoulders back and down. Around a Kapalabhati. Exhale your hands to your thighs. Inhale fully. And Tara Kumbhaka as you hold the maximum inhale, resting your attention in that open, spacious awareness. Turn your palms up, thumbs into your fists, fists into your lower belly. If this is too aggressive, flatten your hands, but lift up and over into child's pose with your hands in your tummy. And now as you regulate the inhale, the exhale, sense that your body slowly accommodates your hands, dissolving any undigested physical, energetic, or mental holding in the lower belly. Dissolving Brahma Grampi, the knot in which we find that we attach to fear, guilt, and shame. And as you follow the inhale and exhale, a profound release into that quality of presence of your physical, energetic, and mental embodiment. Sense your chest resting upon your thighs in that supportive way in which you acknowledge the sense of your practice being one of cultivating compassion, nurturing, the sense of effortlessly embodying, connecting to this humility as you bow your head below your heart, and exploring this relationship between the individual and supreme loving awareness that is resting within you. That the divine is within you, as you. This life force that connects the physical, energetic, and mental experience. Slowly come up, turn your palms up and bathe in that quietude. Slowly opening the eyes. Down dog or vinyasa, just to take care of your knees. And step or hop to come onto your back. On your back with the knees hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart, hands beside your hips. We're going to inhale, lift your pelvis, lift your arms, and now pause. Exhale, lower your bum, hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, upside down, down dog, and pause. Exhale, feet come down, arms come down, bending the elbows, tuck your shoulders under. Inhale, lift your pelvis into your back bend of choice. And now, watching as you find the physical pose that best serves you. As you inhale,
Feel the fullness of the breath enter your lungs, filling your capacity to receive. And as you exhale, draw your knees forward, feet and shoulders into the ground, creating that foundation of support, reducing any unnecessary physical movement as you turn your attention to slowing down the rate in which you breathe and focus. Come up onto your tippy toes, heels high, reach your arms above your head. Inhale here. Pause. Exhale, lower your bum to the floor, lower your heels, and just bathe. Bathe as we acknowledge that we create activity to give us access to stillness, that we create effort to open us to being effortless. Drop your knees over to the left, reach your right arm above your head and right knee to the end of the mat. Lift your knees up, drop your knees over to the right, extend your left arm above your head, reaching your left knee to the end of the mat. Lean back up, hug your knees into your armpits. Drop your knees over to the left, twist to the right. Now as you inhale, pause on the maximum inhale to really feel that sensation and guidance of the exhale as you release into the twist. Your next inhale will bring your knees up and we'll change sides. But a moment of pause on the inhale to ride that wave into the exhale. Inhale, bring your knees back up and rock up to sit up. As we come to sit in an easy cross-legged seated position, we're going to do Viloma Pranayama, 3-part inhales, and then Antara Kumbhaka, the holding of the inhale, in which we rest our attention in that stillness, and then releasing into the exhale. And then I'll go into a guided meditation. If you prefer to lie back in Shavasana, you can. So all of us, as we sit up tall, inhale fully, exhale completely. Inhale 1/3 of your breath and pause. Inhale the second third, pause. Inhale completely, pause, all 3 bandhas, Mahabandha, Kumbhaka, pressing your hands down into your knees. Release and exhale. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale completely. Mahabandha, Kumbhaka. Awaken to that Kaya Nirodha, physical stillness. Prana Nirodha, energetic stillness. Chitta-vritti Nirodha, mental stillness. Release, exhale. One more. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause. Inhale completely. Pause.
When you're ready, release, exhale. Notice the body hardly needs to breathe. And as the body stills, you relax the jaw, the tongue, the root of the tongue, softening the roof of the mouth, let the brain melt away. See, feel, and experience a still lake within the mind's eye. Noticing this lake and the surface of the lake calm. That my voice or sounds that are far or near create ripples upon the surface of this lake. But sense the serenity. Sense the depth of this lake. And see, feel, and experience a light within the mind's eye. The light of consciousness. This divine light within the mind's eye, so bright, its light reflects upon the surface of the lake. See it glimmering and shimmering as it reflects this light on the calm lake within the mind. Sense this light now penetrating through the surface into the depths of your own being as this light pours down into your embodiment, filling the body with this divine light. This quality of presence that you embody. Feel its warmth, that you belong to it, that it's loving and nurturing, that you feel safe and held, that it's a familiar quality of awareness that you remember, that is always there. You may forget it, it never forgets you. As you sense the companion of this awareness, feel yourself stilling and resting in this vast loving awareness, healing in the light of this awareness. And as you bathe in this light, you learn to trust, to let go, as you remain still. Become aware of what is awake as the body, energy, body, and mind are at rest, bathing in that quality of Nirodha, stillness. And sense that transparency and clarity that interconnectedness of body, energy, body, and mind. That you feel whole, complete, at one. Containing this light as you deepen your inhale and exhale. Placing your hands in a prayer position or overlap your hands against your chest. And smiling, gazing down into your own heart. Quietly saying to yourself, with great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Humbly bowing our heads and honoring all the teachers that come before us, whatever form they may take. And sense the mind quieter, the heart and energy open, and the body strong and vital. Slowly open the eyes, lower your hands, and softly gaze, absorbing the residue of that practice. Taking that quality of awareness and feeling with you, I thank you. Namaste. Thank you.